tobacco market. Is that your name?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the KWRA Channel 6 Midday News. My name is Back on Market.
My name is Fornisha Barents, but you can call me Forbearance.
I'm filling in for Escowanza, Martinez, Rodriguez, Hernandez, Perez, Ramirez, Aguileres, Díaz Sánchez de la Jalisco. My name is Escowanza Lupe Martinez, Rodriguez, Aguilera, Sánchez de la Jalisco. Hernandez.
Lopez.
Wow, Escrowanza Lupe, your names are so close. Are you related to Escrowanza?
No, our names are completely different.
I see. Let's take a look at the national real estate news. I recently flew back to Chicago and broke into the National Association of Realtors headquarters and discovered some interesting facts that no one in this world has heard until now. Existing home sales declined in July from an upwardly revised June pace, but are notably higher than a year ago, according to the National Association of Realtors. Monthly gains in the Northeast and Midwest were offset by declines in the West and the South. Let's take a look at some interesting facts that I discovered about median home prices and sales numbers across the country. Out of the 18 markets tracked by the NAR, there was an average price drop of 4.4%. But the good news is that there are an average increase in the amount of sales of 18.3%. How does that compare to Elk Grove? Our prices dropped 4.4% and number of sales jumped 4.1%. Back to you, Back on.
Thanks, Forbearance. Let's take a look at...
Oh, stop. Wait. Got an announcement. We have an epidemic in our industry and in our office. And I command that it must be stopped and stopped now. This epidemic, once cured in the way I am commanding, is the epidemic of too much paperwork. I have devised a plan to eliminate and eradicate this poison of too much paperwork. Number one, we will only write offers and accept offers on DocuSign or any other electronic signature. Number two, all documents don't really need to be turned anymore. I really trust you guys. All inspections can be done by the agent and or their children. I think we're all pretty good at seeing what needs to be fixed. And all offers should have the non-hardship letter included. Okay? If you need a pre-approval letter, just come and see me. I have all the logos for all the major lenders. No PDFs allowed. Any violation of these items will result in one brownie point taken away. I'm looking into a way of doing a true paperless system where we can go back to the way it was when I first started. Spit in your palm and shake hands.
Well, with these new rules, I should be able to grow my downline much faster.
I'm on board with that, Sister Wanza.
Okay, let's get back to the news. For a quick look at the state outlook, let's go to Escrowanza Lupe.
Let's look at the California market at a glance. In the current period, there has been 458,440 existing home sales. That's up 4.5% from last year. Muy bueno. Median home prices have dropped 7.6% from last year. Not so bueno. Housing affordability is strong at 51%. That's a 5% increase from last year. Bueno again. Here are some interesting California housing facts. In 1968, that's when you were born, John. Tomorrow's his birthday. The median price for a home was $23,210. In 2010, it was $303,000. The California real estate market peaked in May of 2007 at $594,530. The largest month-to-month price increase was February 2004 to March 2004 with a 9.3 appreciation. The median price went from $391,550 to $428,060. That's over $39,000 increase in just 1 month. The largest decrease was from December of 2008 to January 2009. There was an 11.7 decrease. Median price went from $283,600 to $249,960. That's just over $33,000 decrease in just 1 month. But we must remember that all real estate is local. Back to you, Bacon.
Thanks, Escrow Anzalupe. Before we take a look at the local market, we took it to some of our locals for some insight.
Red button.
Can't see. There you go.
Unbelievable interest rates, unbelievable prices.
Fantastic time to buy.
Very challenging. Things get better.
It's crazy out there.
I can't describe it in 5 words or less. It's all over the place. It changes it.
Well, the current realty market is unstable, yet it's challenging. We're almost in a depressionary economy. Administration. So by the time we go ahead and put the HUDs in with the REOs, you max out with the short sales, and you get rid of the factory and theater. So it's my best recollection that if we go ahead and continue on the path that we are, it's going to continue to get what we get. But we need to go ahead and change what we've got to do if we want to get something different. So
Can you repeat the question?
I'll drink to that.
Back on, I understand you have some interesting information about our Elk Grove real estate market.
You're right. Or
I hope it's not going to be the same stuff about we have a distressed market. Duh. Watch out. Watch out. The HUDs are coming. Or I love this one. There's a big shadow inventory. Is it?
well, no, not anymore. Okay, well, here's what I've done to determine exactly how much time it would take for us to absorb all the distressed properties. I took the total amount of foreclosures, HUD homes, and short sales in the zip code of 95758, 95624, 95757 that sold in the second quarter of 2011. Then I took a look at the building permits pulled in the subsequent zip codes year by year from 2002 until July of 2011 to examine the historical correlation between the height of the building permits and the absorption rate of the current market. At the height of the market in 2004 in the city of Elk Grove, there were 4,049 permits pulled. That's an average of 337 a month. Contrast that with March of 2011, there were 3 permits pulled. So I checked on resale homes for the same time frame, and what I discovered is that there were 2,953 houses that sold that year. So let's say that only 75% of the permits that were pulled actually were built and sold. That puts the total sale for 2004 at 5,989. I think that it's safe to say that all houses that were purchased from 2003 to 2009 have dropped in value. As long as no significant improvements have been done to the house. If we assume that 90% of the houses purchased in 2004 have no equity, and that even a conservative 60% of those homes will either be subject to foreclosure or a short sale, that would be 3,234 houses to be absorbed for that year. Based on statistics, we had at least 5 extreme, probably more, years of people using their houses like piggy banks, and then rapid depreciation, that along with the current economy. So we have 5 times 3,234 equals 16,170 houses that will need to be absorbed. This is the total, including what has already been absorbed. There are currently 516 houses on the market in Elk Grove, not including short sale contingents. 63% of those are distressed, or 328. Of these 328, probably 75% will sell because some short sales won't close and eventually turn into REOs. So that number drops to 246. 246 distressed properties on the market that will sell. So you take 16,170 divided by 246, you get 65.73. So it should take us approximately 65.73 months to get rid of the distressed properties, or 5.5 years before they're all gone.
And that's the news. Wait, what do we have?
It looks like the singing group, The Who.
All right, you bloody wankers.
It'll be in the...
Oh. Hello?
You ready, Chris?
All right, everybody, put your hands in the air. People gonna sell a house just because they want to move.
I'll find them with lead generation.
The house is looking pretty sold.
I'll find them with lead generation.
I hope it closes before I get old. Think I'll knock on the phone today.
Lead generation.
Knocking a few doors around the way.
Talking about lead generation.
I'm just trying to cause a big sensation.
Talking about lead generation.
I'm just talking about that lead generation.
Talking about lead generation.
That's the great.
Chris,
Don't let your referrals fade away.
I'll get them with lead generation.
Actually, it's still a break. Don't let your referrals fade away.
I'll get them with lead generation.
Just try to send them the wrong way.
Talking about lead generation.
I'm just trying to cause a big sensation.
Talking about lead generation.
Just talking about my lead generation.
Talking about lead generation.
Oh, you'll never see me frown?
Because I'm lead generation.
Just because my name gets around?
Because I'm my lead generation.
Things they do look awful sold.
Because my lead generation.
Hope it closes before I'm too old.